About the power of the environment. Now, this can cover a multitude of things. People, foods, gym, exercises, whatever it is. Today we're going to talk strictly about how it's related to people's fitness journey, but you can apply it to anything in life. Your progress will fast track significantly when you start to pay more attention to how you feel and how you respond to stimulus. So how you respond to other people, how you respond to a certain type of food, how you respond to an exercise in the gym, how you respond to a piece of cardiovascular equipment, a fat burner, anything. Now, the great thing about the human race is that every single person is different. So while biologically we're very, very similar, we aren't the same. So how I respond to certain stimulus is different to how Joe Blogs responds to certain stimulus, which is how Harry McGregor responds to stimulus. So what I want to say is, it's important to understand what works for you. Now, applying this to in the gym, like I could read textbooks till I'm blue in the face. It doesn't mean that a certain exercise or a certain technique is going to work for me. So if I get a really good connection in my pecs on a chest fly cable variation, and then I suddenly start programming it to all of my clients, that doesn't mean that they're all going to get the same response that I got. So coaches, it's super important to realize that everyone is different. And now, this is one of the things that I love about coaching more. Like, I coach beginners, but this is one of the benefits that I found from coaching more advanced guys, is that they already are a little bit in tune with how their body is working. So mechanically speaking, I can discuss with them concepts and techniques regards training specific body parts. And they can already have that level of understanding to come on and have a peer-to-peer conversation with me about exercise selection, which really makes my job super fun then, because when it comes to training programming, it's almost like, okay, for exercise 1, we need an incline press variation with a pronate grip, which really emphasizes stretch on the load portion of the rep. And I can go, okay, we've got, what machines has your gym got? We've got hammer strength incline, Nautilus incline, Atlantis incline, and an incline barbell. And if I'm coaching a guy who's at a place where he's used all of those 4, and he knows, okay, don't get on with that one, that one hurts my shoulder, but this one, I come off with no joint pain, I feel great, and it really blows up my upper chest. I'm thinking, all right, just because I don't get on with it personally, doesn't mean that he doesn't. So I think that as a coach, you can't be married to a concept and naive enough to think that your way is the only way. Because, like I said, there's guys out there who, they already know how to train, they already know which exercises feel right for them. They've already made those first steps of development in terms of a physique. What they need me to do is optimize what they're doing already. So that's where video feedback, constant communication comes into play, not just the once a week check-in. Like, I want to work with you and optimize. Okay, what are you doing now? That's great. You feel great on it? Let's try this. Add on top. I'm not just going to come to you and go, everything that you're doing already, that, let's do it my way. Like, there's places where that's important, and like I said, this is only for guys who've already got a baseline understanding of how to train. But if I just scrap everything that you're doing already without taking in any of the data that you've acquired from the years potentially since you started training, then that makes me a bad coach. So yeah, like, power of environment. Understand what works for you, and understand that as a coach, what works for you might not work for someone else, and what works for someone else is fine, even if it doesn't work for you.